And welcome to another episode of Worst Collection Ever. This is the show where we tell you about the worst comic book collection in existence. And it just happens to belong to us. I'm Jen.
I'm Shawn. And this is the podcast where we talk about our comic book collection with crass sincerity. And there's something yesterday.
We've got the crap.
We've got the crap or something.
I think that's what we were talking about. We got the crap.
We got the trash.
Yeah, I think it was we got the crap. We got the trash also works.
So we just came from seeing the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe movie.
We did.
Is it He-Man and Masters of the Universe?
I don't know if it's just Masters of the Universe. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. It's the He-Man movie. It just came out this weekend. And I enjoyed it. I think there's a lot of stuff in there that could have been excised because it's another one of those things where movies these days have to be epically long.
Yeah, they really don't.
And there's definitely some
tight 90s, great guys. Go for it.
You could do a tight 100.
Ooh, tight 100, love that.
Yeah, if you want to get to 3 digits, be like, hey, look how long our movie is, 105 minutes. Cool.
Fucking love that.
I had some issues, not so much with the humor itself that they injected, but there is a lot of it.
It's almost like this is the next evolution of the that happened of Marvel humor that we ran across so much in like the late aughts into the, early 10s.
Focusing in on like an aspect of something and just beating you over the head with it.
Yeah. I mean, there were parts of it where I was like, oh, that's stupid. But there were also parts of it that I really like, the humor that I really enjoyed.
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely some parts of it good because we were just watching Pixel Dad, who is known for his He-Man fandom.
That is his thing.
He wrote a book on He-Man action figures.
He's a He-Man guy.
He's a He-Man guy. I watch his channel on the regular, and he's great. But he was like kind of the same deal with the humor, but also maybe I think he took some more issue with the crassness of it.
He also had kids with him.
But at the same time, it's like you pointed out, back in the 80s, you just have crass jokes in these movies.
Oh my God, that's all there's so many of them that were in the movies we used to watch as kids. We never caught them until we were older. Mm-hmm. But they were for the adults who brought their kids to see the movie. Like the kid is not going to catch, there's a lot of like, obviously, Fisto is a guy. And so there's a lot of fisting jokes, right? He's like, I fist people. And they're like, ha, 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 ha. I promise you, a 7-year-old kid's not going to know what that means. But the adult sitting with him does.
Yeah. And the 7-year-old kid.
That's who it's for.
And the 7-year-old kid, I mean.
He's still loving the fact that, because he does. I mean.
It's a spectacle. There's a lot of good spectacle in this movie.
Yeah, there is.
It's colorful. Mm-hmm. It's dark when it needs to be dark.
Yep.
There's a lot of really good, just over-the-top performances. In a way that it means it because you're in a fantasy world that's like some weird mixture of like knights and medieval times and steampunk
and monsters. Like it's just this crazy
mix of genres,
mm-hmm.
and you're experiencing it. For a lot of people, a lot of younger people, especially, probably experiencing this for the first time.
Yeah.
And it looks awesome. I think
does.
there's a lot of really good color, and it wasn't over. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that obviously was CGI, that had to be CGI,
mm-hmm.
Like fucking Cringer. Like you can't have just a regular cat walking around.
You can't just paint a tiger green.
Yeah. I mean, you could, but you shouldn't.
You shouldn't. Yeah.
But it didn't feel like I was like watching just constant AI slop.
Correct.
Or whatever, like computer slop. So. It was cool. I think Jared Leto. A lot of people were concerned about him being a problem in this movie because he's a problem in real life.
Yeah, I was not thrilled at the idea of Jared Leto being in this movie, obviously, but I really think he was good in this movie. He brought exactly what you need for a villain like Skeletor.
Yeah,
which is this like over the top, flamboyant evil.
Well, also too, and just kind of getting on the subject of the villains. They let villains be villains.
Yes, which I love.
And villains to the end, like it's just like
because they're like literally at the very end. Spoiler. Adam says to Jared Leto, he's like, "Why don't we talk?" And he's like, "I'm a villain and I love it." And I'm like, "Fuck yes, this is what I want. I don't want any fucking redemption story. I don't want to sit here and talk about your bad childhood. I want you to be evil because you love being fucking evil."
Yeah.
And that is what I want from my villain. So I was actually very happy with that.
And all his team is evil. Like everybody's just there being a mean guy.
Just loves to be evil.
We don't need to have some sort of redemption arc to make people feel better. About seeing this because I was like, oh, I need to like somebody. It's like, no, you have a whole group of heroes to like.
Exactly. Cheer for them. You don't need
those guys.
You don't need to worry about the villain.
Yeah. And we actually got like some killing.
We got killing.
I was surprised about that. There's definitely some parts where there should have been more blood flying around.
Yes, there should have been. But, I was still happy with like, they're killing people in this movie. And that's great.
Like, He-Man kind of shivs a dude.
Oh, he absolutely does. And you know what? I was like cool.
Like prisons, like in a way like it's actually like you would do in a prison,
Yeah. And honestly, I was like, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Like, I actually thought that was great. I'm not a huge He-Man fan. I remember watching it as a kid. We're of the right age to have watched all of this as children. And I remember watching it very clearly, but I never like hooked onto it.
Yeah.
Like other properties. I liked it.
I was never a He-Man cartoon guy. I really just enjoyed the aesthetic.
Sure, I could see that.
I like the way...
I love Castle Grayskull to this day. I think it looks fucking cool.
Castle Grayskull's great, but I mean, I have, a shelf of He-Man figures, and I just like the way stuff like certain guys look. Like I have like a bunch of Zodak figures. I have.
Which one's Zodak?
Zodak's the guy there's a name drop for him.
Yeah.
But he's kind of like the deity guy.
Oh.
And he's the one where he has like a red vest.
Okay.
And he has like red. He has like there's a whole group of them in the Revelation cartoon.
Okay.
But he's like the main guy.
Nice.
And but I like the way like I got a bunch of drag store and what's his face? Not Saturn. Cyclone. I just like the way these look, and it's a really cool aesthetic and it really pops. And I think they were smart to like play into that as much as possible, for people that aren't familiar with it and just watching these characters do their thing.
And like I said, I'm not a huge He-Man person, but I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
I had a good time at the movies, right?
Yeah. And I bought a Skeletor.
Yes, you did.
Tin.
Yeah, we went to the movie and then there's like, this AMC does those weird popcorn bucket things now.
Which, here's the thing, I never see them.
Neither do I.
I feel like they're always sold out.
Yeah, me too. So we walk up there and there's a skeleton head and you were like, oh, hey, you have any of these? And the kid's like, what? And then, but there was like a whole bunch of them. So you bought one. You bought a skeleton popcorn head.
Skeletor.
Well, he is a skeleton head.
He is a skeleton head, but
it's a Skeletor, yes.
Skeletor head that has you boop its nose and its eyes light up.
Yeah.
You literally do that. It's a switch that you press. And
I don't know what you're going to do with it, but it's fun.
I'm going to try to find stuff to put in there.
Yeah.
And just have it hanging out because I kind of like it. It's just, I mean, I didn't need it. But
no, of course not.
But I was just like, oh, okay, this is neat.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. But yeah, just as far as the movie goes, I really thought Alison Brie was great.
Uh-huh.
As Evil Lynn, I thought Idris Elba was fantastic at Man-at-Arms.
Idris Elba was just good in everything.
He's just great in everything. It was weird to hear him speak with an American accent. At the beginning, I was like, what are you doing? Yeah. Just because I'm like, I expected him to be British and he wasn't. So I was like, what's happening? But no, and again, I even thought Jared Leto did well, even though I'm not a huge Jared Leto fan.
Yeah.
So
and the kid that played He-Man.
I don't know what his name is.
They said it's like Nicholas Galazine. It's like he's got like a name like a drug.
Yeah, that he does. Yeah,
and he's
right.
a British guy.
Is he British or Australian?
I thought he was Australian, but yeah.
Sure, pick one.
He did a good job just being this character, and
it was really funny though. I have to say, because you see him at the beginning, you see him in the trailer, so this is not like a spoiler or anything. When he's Adam, he just has like the blonde hair just kind of hanging.
Yeah.
And then he becomes He-Man, and oh man, somebody took a curling iron to that man's hair. It is very funny. It was like, oh, look at those pretty curls.
Yeah, you got when you become He-Man, your hair gets buff.
Oh yeah, it does. It gets you sit in a salon chair and somebody does some curls for you. It was very funny.
Salon man. Yeah, no, it's good stuff.
It was good stuff.
Yeah, so but definitely check it out if that's if you want a recommendation from us, check it out.
Yeah, fits up your alley.
I guess we'll see what is next. Was it
Supergirl would be next. Yeah, Supergirl's the end of the month.
Supergirl's the end of the month.
Yes, last week in June, I think.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm feeling about that.
I am not a humongous Supergirl fan. I really liked the Superman movie. I don't know how I'll feel about I don't know if I care enough about Supergirl.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
I'll watch it.
We'll talk more about it when we, because we're going to talk about some Supergirl, coming up. So.
Yeah.
Not today, but
not today, obviously.
But it's actually what I hope is we got some books.
Oh man, we get some books.
So actually, we got a bunch of stuff. Real quick, we'll have to go through the books we got.
Yeah,
because we did a little bit of shopping this weekend, and I got a thing in from Whatnot that I went over the week, like last week or something, and it's just I got it because it was a thing where somebody's filling a box of comics on there, and you just bid, and whoever wins, right. And it's like a flat rate shipping box, and there's a Superboy Zero in there, which I was like, well,
you needed.
I need that one,
yeah, and
I got it, I won it, and I didn't know really what else was in it, the box, so when it showed up, I was like, well, everything's new, and in this box is one of my favorite things that I feel like should I collect more of these? I question. But the promotional comics from like the 80s and 90s.
Yes.
And this one is Supergirl, presented by American Honda.
Yeah, about seatbelts.
In cooperation with the U.S. Department of Transportation's National Seatbelt Campaign. I have not read this yet.
What year is this, does it say?
What?
What year is this?
It's got to be like 84, 85.
It has to be.
84.
Did you ever... when you were younger, did your parents wear seatbelts when you were little?
I think they did.
My mom was so against them. Does this not surprise you?
No.
But I do remember when I was little, I had to be 4 or 5. So this is probably around the time where my mother just refused to wear a seatbelt. She just didn't want to do it because why is anybody telling her what to do?
Jesus Christ.
She obviously wears one now, and she did eventually come around to it, but she just had like such a hair across her ass.
What's the big fucking deal?
It's my mother.
Jesus Christ, man! I don't understand people that don't wear. It's like.
But back then, people didn't. That's why you had to have these campaigns.
Do you want to just? I just don't get it.
I don't know.
I feel naked in a car. From not
oh no, I can't. It weirds
I've gotten
me
more
out.
used to even sitting in the back with the seatbelt on.
Oh, always.
I didn't always used to do that.
Oh, no, I always do. It's even weird for me now, like, if you just jump in, like, an Uber and you're just going down the street or something, and if you don't put a seatbelt on, it feels weird.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
So, but the cover of this book, because I have no idea what else happens in this book, but it looks like, I just noticed this. So, you got this big screen.
Yeah, big TV.
Big TV screen, and on this big screen is Supergirl saving somebody wearing a bunch of pouches.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's Cable. I don't know.
Sure.
Saving them out of a car that's filling it with water, like this guy and this little girl. But I just noticed, like, underneath, it's like Superman. Do you see that?
Yeah, he's very small.
He's very small, and he's like watching. It's like he just turned it on. Just like, oh, I better watch. But Supergirl's laying on some table here.
Maybe he's like looking into her mind.
I guess. I don't know what that's going to be. That could be really trippy.
Yeah. In the list of things we got, we actually went after the movie. We went to a place called Vision Comics and Oddities.
Yeah.
And they used to be like more like north, but apparently there's one that's like closer to where we were.
Yeah.
And one of the guys on YouTube had gone there, and we were talking about going there anyway, and then was like, oh wait, here's this store, and he had gone here because I guess he lives in Denver. We ended up going down there just because it was only like 11 minutes away from the theater. And they were supposed to have a ton of dollar boxes. And when I tell you, they have a ton of fucking dollar boxes.
Uh-huh.
They have a basement.
I wasn't ready for the basement.
You know what? I was literally overwhelmed by how much shit was there. I was like, I don't even know where to start. So yeah. So we got some stuff.
Yeah.
Even though I wish we had more time to look around, I was feeling kind of shitty because I hadn't had anything but popcorn. So.
Oh wait, no, I did get the Gotham Knights.
Oh, you did get the last one.
So here, I'll just go through real quick what I got because I got actually 2 issues of Avengers West Coast that I've been seeking out because I don't think these are collected, or at least not in the collections that I have.
Okay.
So I got issues Avengers West Coast number 76 and 84. I got Hulk number 392, which was the only dollar comic I bought, and this actually completes a a run of books in the comic book, the big collection that we got. A story called War and Pieces.
Oh, okay.
With Hulk, and it appears to be X Factor. I think this is the one I need. I hope it's the one I need. That according to the thing, that's the one I need. But maybe it is. I don't know. But then I also, my collection here, there's a few others that I got that weren't the last issues. I got Punisher number, I think it's volume 7, number 8, which is a part of a Garth Ennis run that I've been looking for. That talks about some of all those villains that were killed in the Captain America 320.
Yes.
A bunch of them get like resurrected and they fight the Punisher.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I'm like, I
That's
need
cool.
to see that.
We like that.
And then I finally completed my my zero month issues, 1994, October, November 94 issues for DC Comics, after the ones that they didn't reboot, but they just put out these 0 issues.
That's such a different cover than what I was expecting.
Well, because it's also, I got Superboy. The only ones I needed were Superboy and Deathstroke. I got Superboy in that box.
Yes.
Deathstroke, though, was known as Deathstroke the Hunted at the time, instead of Deathstroke the Terminator.
Sure.
And I found.
But didn't they have like a border on all the other zeros?
No, they didn't border.
Didn't they have like similar colors? Or
it's the silver.
No, I know that. It's just for some reason they all seem to have like a similar look to them.
Usually,
this one doesn't have. That's very interesting.
No, it's just the silver. But this is the one I've never seen it at all.
Wow,
like it's been a hard one to track down, and I was able to get it. So I'm very excited for that. And then as far as last issues go, I got I've got some ones that I think were pretty big ones. I got the last last Iron Man comic.
Oh, nice.
Because these are like ones that are like the last issue of like comics of like these epic runs.
Right.
So like, the first Iron Man comic, the first issue was like 1968 or whatever.
Yeah.
And this is it, Yeah. And then I got Hulk 474. Sorry, yeah, Iron Man 332, Hulk 474. So that's the end of that Hulk. The last Fantastic Four.
Nice.
Fantastic Four number 416. And then I found Namor 62. And then, I got, I didn't think I picked this up, but I got Gotham Knights, the last issue of Gotham Knights.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then we actually went to Hall of Justice over the weekend, and I got a few more things. I got New Warriors. I got Amazing Spider-Man.
Nice.
The last issue of that. And I think there's maybe a few others. But yeah, I got a pretty good weekend for last issues. So
yeah.
What about you?
Well, when we were at Hall of Justice, because I have been stalking this trade for 2 months, which is a Birds of Prey trade by Gail Simone. Or no, this one's by Chuck Dixon. And it has Catwoman's on the cover of it. So I have been stalking this thing for 2 months because I was waiting for it to go on the half price sale. We just happened to be out of town last time, so I couldn't get it.
Yeah.
But luckily it was there, so I picked that up finally. I got a couple variant covers. I got like a really cool Batman Spawn variant that has Catwoman and Spawn on the cover.
Yeah. I didn't know they did those. That's cool.
No, she looked so cool. I had to get it. And then I got, of course, like a DC grab bag. So I got that. That was fun.
There was was there something?
There's some Superman stuff in there.
There's a lot of Superman, but was
it Superman 1 million?
I think
there's a Detective Comics 1 million in there.
A John Constantine too. There's like a John Constantine run in there. Was that?
Yeah, there was I think it was Black Label.
It was Black Label, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
But I think it was like 789 or something.
Yeah.
But still, that was pretty cool. So I got that. Then when we went to Vision Comics, I went downstairs to the dollar boxes, of course. And what did I get? I can look over here.
Yeah, I don't remember what you got because I didn't really. I didn't get a chance to really.
So I got a couple New 52 Futures End, and really, I'll buy anything with people kissing on the cover. So.
Oh.
But I really just loved this one cover.
Was that one?
Just Futures End 26. I just thought this cover looked cool as fuck.
Oh, I like
with like
that.
Batman on it, and just
the
cool. way it was drawn.
Is that
was
like
cool.
a sun? What is that?
It's his flashlight.
Oh.
Yeah,
neat.
it's cool, right? So I thought that was cool. I got a JLA 1 million.
I know.
I don't know if I'm dancing around the 1 million.
I know.
The Elseworlds has been such a mistake. I don't really know if this is a good idea. Oh, speaking of, at Hall of Justice, I did find a Bombshell variant for Detective Comics. Anyway, so I got some Detective Comics.
Okay.
I also got some new 52 Detective Comics, which I just love this fucking cover, so.
Yeah, those are cool.
So I got 3 of those. I found this random indie comic. There was a ton of indie comics in the dollar boxes.
There's a lot of indie comics at Vision, and I'm actually looking forward to maybe digging into more than just seeing what kind of actual oddities as far as they go.
Well, this one is called Renegade Romance, number 2.
Yeah, look at that.
And
that's a question?
I don't know what exactly to expect from this, but there's a crying lady who's a superhero, also kind of looks like a wrestler with her belt.
Oh, she got a championship belt.
She got a championship belt.
That is a wrestling belt. If it had her picture in there in the middle, it would be a fabulous Moolah belt.
It kind of looks like it. And then there's like a guy who kind of looks like, you know who Slam Bradley is?
Uh-huh.
Looks like Slam Bradley standing by a light post.
Nice.
So there's tears and romance. So, I'm going to check this out for $1. I also found these 2 weird Superman things I'd never heard of before. One of them is Superman for Earth. And it's like one of those like...
It's a graphic novel, thick one.
It's like a small, thin graphic novel, yeah. And then Superman, the Earth Stealers, which is another one of those thick boys.
Yeah, it's like
this
John
one's
Byrne.
by John Byrne.
John Byrne, Kurt Swan. So that's...
Yeah.
I've never heard of these stories.
I've never heard of either one of these, so I'm excited to see that. I ended up getting Superman Confidential #1. Tim Sale obviously drew this cover, which is pretty cool.
No, Tim Sale drew, Darwin Cook drew it.
No, Tim Sale drew it.
Oh, he does? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Darwin Cook wrote it.
Oh.
Tim Sale drew it. So this is exciting. And then I finally got a Gotham Knights 38 that I needed for my collection, my Batcat collection.
Is that a Brian Boland, I think?
No. It's Scott Beatty.
No, but on the cover, does it say Boland?
No. No, on the side, yes, it does.
Yeah, I could tell it's a Brian Boland cover.
Yeah.
Those are, you could tell, you can always kind of tell a Brian Boland cover.
Yeah.
Like,
is it because of the weird face?
Just the way that he draws
faces?
Skin and faces.
Yeah, I could see that.
He has a very distinct texture of way of doing it. Like
Yeah.
He drew a lot of Wonder Woman
Yeah, because
stuff.
it's got like Huntress on the cover.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that looks like a Brian Boland cover.
Yeah. So yeah, I got that. So we'll see how that goes. But like I said, there was so much stuff. There was just so many dollar boxes. I only went down one side and I didn't really even look at all of them.
Yeah, I didn't. I
just
barely
because I was
touched
like,
it.
I can't. And then I went upstairs to find this Gotham Knights. But by then, I'm like, I'm feel like I'm going to be sick. So
all you had was He-Man
popcorn.
And popcorn.
That's it. He-Man and popcorn. So I was like, I probably need to go somewhere before I like fall down.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna be back there because I want to.
We gotta go
back. Dig into because I was one of the things where
we need to like take a day because it's like there's so much stuff.
So the last thing I'll say about this place is that like I walked in and like I spent most of my time upstairs and there's a lot of books in there that don't have like price tags on them, but if you bring it up to the counter, the guy will be like, yeah, I'll figure it out for you or whatever.
Sure.
And I was like, oh, cool, but but there's so much like it's actually organized quite well up there.
They have a lot of stuff.
Stuff is very packed in there, but it's like it's there, and it's tight. And I'm like, cool, because I want to like be able to find things in order.
Yes.
I mean, they have some miscellaneous sections of characters in there too, but or whatever, just letters or whatever. But
I just thought it was fun though. Not to interrupt you, but when we were like, do you have dollar boxes? He was like, yeah, downstairs, past the coffin room.
Yeah, they got a
because there's a fucking hearse sitting out front of it.
Yes,
and of course, I'm gonna dig anything like that. Like that's fucking cool. I'm an old goth. What do you expect?
I mean, there's a lot to like there for if you're a weird person.
Yes, as I am. So it was fun.
And there's more stuff that like because I've only been there once before at their old store, and I only looked for action figures, but there's so much like little facets of things that I was like, I gotta take a look at digging in there.
Downstairs they had like a whole thing where if we had more time I would have like really dug into it, just of patches.
Yeah, the patches.
Just like fucking patches. And I was like, here's Christian Death patch, here's all this other stuff. And I was like, man, like this shit would have been like right up my alley when I was younger. They had boots. It was like Fashion Nation. They had all this fucking boots and black t-shirts. I didn't even look at the t-shirts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there was a lot.
Come take a listen to Campus Comics Cast. Releasing twice a month, Mike, Scott, and Shad get together to talk about anything and everything in the comic book industry. They'll browse the latest previews in Lunar Next Phase catalogs to highlight the upcoming comics that excite them the most, and they'll even review a few comics. On top of that, you'll get show segments like The First Five, where they discuss the first 5 appearances of a character or event. And then, of course, is the CLZ Shake, in which one or more of the hosts will shake the CLZ app on their phone and then talk about whichever random comic from their collection pops up. Campus Comics Cast. Find it now on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
But today we're not going to read anything from what we bought. We're going to continue with our buddies Power Man and Iron Fist.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up this mini little run of books that don't have any connection to each other.
Nope.
But I think was I right in saying that this was the weirder one of the 3 that we've read, and they got weirder as we went along? Because I think I got the impression
this is bizarre.
Bizarre.
It might
bizarre.
be
It was bizarre, but not weird.
No, I mean it's definitely weird, but just the premise of it is so weird, and it's bizarre. It is probably the strangest one we've read from this little group.
Yeah, this is a Power Man and Iron Fist number 107 from July 1984, and the cover has Luke getting hit in the face with what appears to be some sort of blunt object attached to a fleshy appendage.
Sure.
You don't know exactly what you're looking at here. Could be a foot, could be a leg, could be somebody's head, could be a neck. It's
you choose your own adventure.
Right, but it's hitting him in the face, and Iron Fist is in the background just coming towards it here. And on the cover it says The Hammer of Judgment. So I guess you're supposed to assume this is a hammer of some sort that he's being struck with.
I mean, it kind of looks like one, sure.
So the story is called Hammer of Judgment. Alan Rowland's writer, Jeff Isherwood penciler, Andy Muschinsky and Jeff Isherwood inkers, Janice Chang letterer, Andy Yanchus colorist, Jesus, Denny O'Neil editor, and Jim Shooter editor-in-chief. Mm-hmm. And we start off with Luke tipping over a car full of criminals while Iron Fist does some leaping around here.
Now, a question about this, because as we know, and it is brought up here, that they are for hire. They're not doing this for free. So did somebody hire them to go after these guys? Because it doesn't seem like that's what happened.
Yeah, maybe they're just doing this pro bono. They're just like, oh, hey, that guy was...
Even though, like...
I think what happened was, because they mentioned it here, they were walking, I think they were just minding their own business, and they're outside their building.
Oh, okay.
And these guys were driving by, and somebody started shooting at them. These guys started shooting at them, because that's what one dude with the gun, he's like, hey, you look like superheroes. That's why because Danny is like, yeah, you started shooting at us. So we just assumed the worst, and the one guy, the driver is like...
It looks like they're twins, these two bad guys.
They're wearing the same coat.
Yeah, that's why I was like, are they twin bank robbers?
Yeah, but the driver is like, you idiot, we got our way clean if you start shooting at them, because I guess they were just minding their own business. Power Man and Iron Fist were. It actually looks like Danny, Iron Fist kicks this guy in the ass.
Yes.
Up here. Yeah. Like he really kicks him like out of the car via ass.
Yeah. These guys are giving him a hard time, just being like, well, they don't do it unless they're paid, but we shot at them so they're chasing us, and then like they catch them. And this is when the cops come up to be like, wow, this is the easiest caller we ever had.
Yeah, because these guys were like they're knocked over like a drugstore or something like that. Luke is about to cut her like a Hulk Hogan promo, because he's like, let me tell you something, Iron Fist.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's doing the my giant hand kind of look here.
Yeah.
My hand.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like mad. And then the cops like throw them a quarter to be like, hey, thanks for helping us. Here's your payment or whatever. And of course, Luke Cage is like, fuck these motherfuckers. This is ridiculous. And Iron Fist is like, man, don't worry about it. It's fine. Hey, there's a car outside of our building.
Purple car.
the purple car that we didn't notice before, so somebody must be in our office.
Right. So they go in to talk to whoever's there. It's some fellers, some nerdy looking fellow, Jeffrey Budkin. And he's like, hey, I represent this rock star.
Pseudo David Bowie-esque.
Actually, he looks like Sting in Dune.
Yes. Oh, you're right.
He looks like Feyd.
Yes.
Feyd or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks like Sting in Dune.
I see it.
But this rock star is Mr. Zeno Saturn.
Uh-huh.
It's a good name.
Yeah. I kept reading it as Zemo, and I'm like, that's not right. It's not Zemo.
Baron Zemo? What?
That's exactly how I kept reading it. I'm like, it's not Zemo. It's not Zemo, which would have made this book really fun.
Yeah.
But alas, it was not.
Hey, Baron Zemo likes a good time.
Yeah. And he's like, hey, we want to hire you to be this rock star's bodyguards when he goes to visit his family.
Yep, because this family wants to celebrate his 21st birthday with him.
21st? This sounds like this guy's been a rock star for like 12 years. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, the reasoning at the end makes sense.
It does, but it's also such a fucking weird ass thing to happen to anybody.
It's a very strange request that they're just randomly like, hey, so you guys, I guess we'll hire you as bodyguards. But I do enjoy this Iron Fist. I think it was Iron Fist or it's one of the two. No, it's Luke. Luke is like this guy. It's like this bozo stomps on hamsters and all that.
What the fuck is that?
And
does he really? That's
well, because his manager goes, "Oh no, that's just part of the mystique." And I'm like, "Wait,
how is are you trying to do like an Aussie thing where he's like biting the heads off bats type of shit?"
I think we're trying to be like, yeah, he bites the heads off of fucking bats and fucking doves and shit.
Sure.
Everybody's really cruel to me. The press is really heavy on me. As a matter of fact, I did get to that later. But he's like, I just want to go home with as little I want good publicity, but I don't want to be bothered. So I need to hire you guys. And Luke is like, well, I don't want to do this. It sounds really stupid.
Yep.
I don't want to be associated with hamster stompers.
Nope.
And Danny is like, well, look, we literally just got a quarter and that's the only money we've made all week. Right. So, but if you don't want to do it, Luke, I'll go and tell them that we don't want to do it. And then Luke goes into Iron Fist goes into the other room and just like, yeah, we'll do it. Yeah. It looks just like
I know the face palm from Luke is very funny.
I do enjoy in these books
Luke's
reactions.
Oh yeah,
Luke has a lot of good reactions to things.
He really does, and honestly, smartest character in comics.
So they're driving the purple car.
Yes, so they get in the purple car and they go to like wherever this guy lives, which I'm assuming is the middle of nowhere because like on the way there's a tree just covering the road.
Part of me, for some reason in my head, and maybe I missed it or not, but I feel like I want to say it's Connecticut. So maybe they're driving through like the rural part of it.
Sure.
Or whatever, where the fucking Let's Scare Jessica to Death takes place. But they, so and this is where Zeno is telling Danny the story about how he was at the dentist. Yeah. And somebody came in and took a picture of him while he was at the dentist.
Like getting Novocaine. Or something.
Also, he mentions how it's like, well, hey, you haven't seen your family in 9 years? And this guy's like, yeah, we sent him tickets, but nobody ever comes. I guess that's what the deal is.
He's 21.
I'm like,
what do you mean 9 years?
I was like, wait a minute. So 9 years. So you were a rock star at 12?
I guess.
Or he left you was 12 and he just somehow...
What is he, like Hanson or...
Oh, man.
Like, seriously, like what is he, like the fucking...
was he Justin Bieber?
The Mickey Mouse Club type of bullshit.
He made it. He was online. He made his money stomping on hamsters online, guess. And somebody was like, "You want a record deal?" Yeah, right. Hey, stupid kid. Ugh. So yeah, they head out there to this middle of nowhere place, and they head in to the house, and you've got. This family here, so you got
like his parents, maybe a sister, and then like a grandma.
You got to know his dad.
His dad,
just his dad, and you got a brother and a sister, and the grandma who right away is just like, fuck you.
Yeah, grandma ain't having it. Grandma's like, you know what? She's like just a bitter old woman, which is my favorite kind of old woman.
Yeah, she is.
And she's like, you know what? How about you fuck yourself? You suck. Boo.
It's like, you're successful. Fuck off. Eat shit.
Yeah, you're not my grandson.
My grandson would be poor and sad.
Exactly. And that's what I want from my grandson. I want my children to be miserable.
But then the brothers was like, hey, isn't one of you guys named Iron Man?
They go to their rooms, which apparently are adjoining, like in a hotel. Or maybe like a Beverly Hills 90210.
It's a Brendan and Brenda.
It's a Brendan and Brandon room.
Sharing that bathroom.
Walking through each, which is always so weird.
It's weird.
It's weird. And they also act like they want to have sex all the time, which is also weird.
Yeah.
So they have like this adjoining room, and like this drawing of Luke Cage, like as Power Man is unpacking, is so strange.
You mean Iron Fist, right?
Iron Fist, yes. Yeah. Because he's like right up behind him, like looking over his shoulder, and I don't know, it just looks
his
like
hands are out, like
it looks like they're on a honeymoon. It's very strange.
Also, I'm trying to figure out is this Danny's suitcase? Whose suitcase?
I think it's Danny's.
Yeah, because he's like,
no, they're only wearing their uniforms. I don't know what they had to bring.
Is he just gonna put on like a who farted T-shirt on over his
I assume so. That's probably what he sleeps in. I'm hoping that they brought toothpaste.
No, I don't know. What's the toiletry situation going on here?
Great question. So then, is this where the lights go out for the first time, or do we have to have?
Well, no, Danny.
What's his face? Talk to his girlfriend first.
No, Iron Fist looks into the next room.
Yeah.
To check on the guy because he's like, oh, he's adjoining room, so we're checking on him. And he opens the room, and in is where we first see the Hammer of Judgment.
Yeah.
Who is
I don't even
a hooded hero.
Yeah, how do you explain this man?
Well, he turns out to be a robot. So, and this is like literally the only time we ever see this.
Also, where did this family get a robot?
It's mentioned that the father is an inventor.
Oh,
it's like fucking Small Wonder, but with hammers.
Does this robot take a shit?
Yes,
is that the subject of the whole?
Robot takes a big stinky shit, and that's how that's cost this father millions of dollars for this robot to take a huge shit. Because there's an episode of Small Wonder where that robot takes a shit.
I've never seen Small Wonder,
but
you tell me that all the time.
That's the one episode I remember where it's like, hey, Vicky took a shit.
Jesus.
And we all rushed home to watch Small Wonder.
Oh, God. Mm.
No, but actually the thing that's most fascinating to me about this robot character or whatever. Well, first of all, he doesn't have a flesh hand. He's wearing gloves. But the one hand is just the end of a sledgehammer.
Yeah. Which is fun.
But the colors here, it's kind of like an inverted Scarlet Witch.
I could see that, yeah.
But the purple, it's not so much pink as it is like not even purple. It's like what is it? What was it? Like a mauve? Or it's
yeah, kind of, I guess.
Periwinkle? No, that's more like a blue.
No. But you're right. It is a very purpley.
It's an odd shade of purple.
It is an odd shade of purple, yeah.
And
maybe we could call it bruise.
Yes. Could you please color my shirt bruise?
Yes, I'd like bruise purple, please.
So, but this thing is kicking their asses, kicking Danny and Luke's asses, and just as Zeno's about to get hit with this hammer, the lights go out.
Yeah,
and the robot's like, it's like you soon to spill your tainted blood, and then the lights go out, and the heroes are like, hey, what the hell is he talking about?
Yeah.
And it's all crazy. But then they're just like, well, I guess we should just go to dinner.
Yeah, this is so strange. We have this crazy guy that shows up wearing a fucking cape. He's got a sledgehammer for a hand. And then the lights go out and they're just like, no, well, I guess we're just going to completely ignore that happened.
Yeah.
And we're going to go to dinner.
Let's go have some ham.
And they do have ham.
They do have ham.
And they have to all sit here, and Grandma's just like, like she's just full of
Grandma
rage.
Is just yelling.
She's so full of rage.
So they're trying to figure out, like, who could one of these? So either they don't assume it's a robot. They assume maybe it's somebody who has some sort of artificial strength. So it could be anybody at this table. And so Danny is sitting, and you actually see this panel where it's like it's split into two. It's not
Yeah.
just one long panel, but split. It's in between like Danny's head. And he's just trying to figure out, like, oh, is it the sister? Is it the brother? He doesn't like us or whatever. And and the father's like, so Iron Fist, what do you think of what we do out here? And then the grandmother's like, fuck!
Yeah, right?
Shut up! You think he's better than us?
Yup.
We gotta put up with photographers, and my family's cursed, and with the rock and roll madman.
Yeah. Which is fun.
Yeah, Grandma's my favorite. I wish Grandma was the Hammer Fist.
I know, me too. Would that be a lot more fun?
And this is where Luke is like, you know what? This sucks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go call my girlfriend.
I'm gonna go call my girlfriend, who's like in a robe when we see her.
Oh, she's splaying.
And she's just laying down, on her side, looking all sexy. And he's like, well, I'm out of town. I'm, making money because it takes bread, or what does he call it? Bread or scratch?
Bread.
It takes bread to date such a, great babe. And she's like, who do you mean? And then she's like, oh, you mean me. Yes.
Hey, Luke's putting on those moves.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's working. She's liking it.
Yeah.
So, and as that's happening, then the guy shows back up again.
Well, yeah, because they go upstairs, and again, there's this fight in this bedroom, like it was before, this whatever, and this guy, this Hammer throws Dan. I just drawing of Danny. Iron Fist getting thrown into Luke here. It's a very clumsy looking situation. And then the lights go out again.
Yep, of course they do.
It's like a
this guy also. I'm assuming he has a clapper. He is an inventor who owns a clapper.
Yeah. Maybe he invented the clapper. I feel like he got ripped off for the clapper.
He absolutely did.
That he had the clapper. He thought of it, and then somebody was like, "Haha, I'm going to do the clapper instead." And he's like,
every single holiday or anytime he gets drunk, you have to hear about how he could have been rich, but like he didn't pull the trigger on the patent fast enough.
Yeah.
And he's like, now I'm stuck here with these fucking horrible kids and my mother who won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they start pressing around this room, being like, where does this guy go? And
Luke Cage just rips a hole in the wall.
Because Danny's he's just like pushing against the wall, and he's like, hey, I think there's something behind here. And Luke's just like, okay, I'll smash it open. And here's a ladder, so cool.
Oh, cool. I'm glad I broke open this stranger's house.
So Luke was on his ladder, and but Luke's going down the ladder, but Iron Fist is like, oh, hey, something's at the window.
This is so funny.
This guy getting yanked out this window?
The way this guy gets yanked out this window is probably one of the funniest drawings I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah, it's crazy. And like leverage-wise, too, it's...
Oh, yeah. Well, again,
it just doesn't make sense.
It's a robot.
Clearly it's a robot. Yeah, it's a robot.
Yeah, that's how it makes sense.
And so, yeah, he... So Luke ends up in some sort of lab or, with all this technical stuff.
He finds like a journal.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, real quick, we have to point out, Zeno's shoot name is Mort Krieger.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
That's his real name.
Mort
Krieger.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
We'll just leave it at that.
That's a name.
That's a name.
Have you ever met a Mort? I don't think I've ever met a Mort.
Mort? I mean, maybe like just...
Morton
or Morty?
I've never met a Morty.
Mortimer?
Like even an old man.
Have I ever met I gotta think. Maybe I have. I'm like just, working and being in podcast stuff, but...
I've never met a Mort.
It's a good question. Yeah, have I met a Mort?
Yeah, no, I've never met a Mort. I know they exist, but I've never met one.
Luke picks up this book. It's like a scrapbook or whatever.
And he's like, like the Diary of Mort or whatever the fuck. And
Mort, Volume 1.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, huh? And he's like, oh. And
he's
then,
like, oh, well, this is bullshit. I'm ready to kick some ass now because now that I know what the deal is. He doesn't tell us.
But then we got back to the roof and...
Well, no, real quick, his father... father comes in and he's like, Luke, can I talk to you for a second?
Can we have a little conversation?
Don't kill me.
Like, you kind of broke my wall.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad you guys are here. I think it's very important for you. However, small problem, hole in the wall.
Yes. And it's the weekend. Nobody will be able to get out here.
It's going to be an emergency call, and that's going to cost us like at least $100 just to get them to come out here. So if you could reimburse us for that, that'd be great.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Or do you have some sort of insurance? Maybe are you guys like bonded by the state?
Yeah,
Do you
right.
carry liability coverage? Like, how does all this work?
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
No.
But Iron Fist skids the cat back up onto the roof here.
Well, this is the way they draw Iron Fist like doing this is pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I gotta say.
yeah, it's kind of cool.
Just the way he goes back on the roof.
And he goes up here and he sees the hammer menacing Zeno, and Iron Fist starts fighting him, and he's like, "Well,
Gotta unmask him.
I guess I should just try to unmask him and see what the hell's going on here." And turns out it's a fucking robot.
He has no face.
And but Danny is like, "Oh, well, I guess that means I should kick this thing's ass. I'm gonna fuck this thing up." And so
it's a robot. Time
he
to
charges
kill.
up his Iron Fist, and he bisects this thing in half with his Iron Fist,
which is cool.
It turns out there's a trap door with the ladder, that very ladder that Luke went down is on the roof, so they head downstairs.
I love that it's like we have to make sure that it goes all the way up to the roof.
Man.
And it's just like, and you have to punch a hole in the roof to find it.
Yeah.
It's not very well planned.
No, this house is got a lot of problems.
Yeah, this is a lot of problems. This is one of those things that like the inspector should have caught before he bought it type of thing.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta.
Oh, hey, you've got a trap door and a ladder here that's all sealed up. That could be a problem. That could be quite nefarious.
Yeah, got people living in your walls here.
Could you imagine that? Like, I know that happens to people who like buy old houses.
Gary Busey's in this house.
Yeah, where all of a sudden they find like a fucking sealed over door or some shit, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, no, I don't. We used to have a secret cubbyhole in my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was in the upstairs.
Okay.
And it was like it looked like a shelf, but if you pulled open the shelf, it was like a storage space.
Oh, could you like go in there?
I think I could. When I was younger, I could have fit in there probably. Yeah.
Oh, so you had to be like small?
I think you had to be small, yeah.
Oh man!
But I remember it being, yeah. I never really looked around there, but I know that's where my mom kept our pictures. Like,
is that like one of the things I know we've discussed that I absolutely hate is small doors.
Uh-huh.
I realize we have like a crawl space, but that's not the same.
No.
Because it's not like it's not framed, because you see them in those movies.
Yeah.
And they're framed, but they're tiny. And they're always in horror movies, and I fucking hate those things. So was it like one of those?
No, it wasn't like that. I mean, well, was it frame? I don't know. It was like, instead of frame, it was just like a shelf, but like you could pull back the shelf.
Like it swung out.
And I don't know if it swung out. There's where you pulled it out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'd always like to have like a little secret room that I built. I don't want to find one because, there's probably just like, it's like Barbarian if you find one in someone else, like in the house you bought.
We might, you know what? We were close to Barbarian. It was on the second floor though.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. It has to be on the bottom floor.
Yeah. So
or like in a basement.
Yeah.
But
there was no ladders leading down to the.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't mind being like, oh, look at this. This is my like secret room that I built in my house. Isn't that cool? But like, if you find one, you must run because whoever built it is a lunatic.
How much square footage is this?
Exactly. How much extra square footage can I charge for this Barbarian dungeon? Anyway.
Yeah. So, but Luke is like, hey, we're trying to find a way out of here. And Luke's just, as we find out later, he's kind of trying to like buy time here.
Yes.
And he just goes, I've had enough. And he just punches a hole in the ceiling somewhere.
Oh, sure.
And they come up through like this little tiny, like, it's like 10 Cloverfield Lane or some shit. Like,
man, you're just crawling around in the walls of this fucking house. It's really weird.
They're not even in the walls now. They're they're underneath. Like, there's like this is Barbarian here.
This is Barbarian.
This is Barbarian.
Is there like a really large woman with no clothes on?
Yeah. Is there a severely inbred woman?
Yeah. Making babies with the babies.
Is Richard Brake dying in a bed somewhere?
Yeah, he deserved it.
Jesus.
What a movie, man.
Oh, what a movie. But they find their way out of this, and there's this line here where Zeno is like, hey, let's just go in there and just kick my family's ass.
Yeah.
And and Iron Fist is like, look, we don't work that way. We're not ninja. And this guy's like, ninja?
Yeah, right.
It's like, oh, he hasn't, maybe he hasn't gotten hip to the ninja phase yet.
Apparently not.
Ninja crazy. But we walk into the front door, and Happy Birthday starts playing.
And there's a cake.
And there's a big cake.
Happy birthday, Mort.
And the only thing that could be in that cake is either a stripper or a villain with a hammer.
Which one do you think it is? You got a 50-50 shot.
Yeah. So far, we've only talked about villains. I don't think we got one of those cakes from Under Siege. Is showing up here, but but this guy's like, well, I guess I'll just blow out the candles.
Yeah, what else am I doing?
What else am I doing? I mean, I guess it's my birthday.
I don't know. I would be like so creeped out by this. I would just be running the other way.
I'd be like, okay, there's a giant cake. I didn't see them come in. I don't know how they baked it. I don't know how they made this. Their oven's not even big enough for this.
Exactly.
Unless if there's a secret oven underneath in the Barbarian house.
We don't know what they put in there. We don't even know if their kitchen is clean.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Never know.
There was just ham in that oven.
Right?
Might be a ham cake.
Ham cubes in the form of a cake.
Yeah. So, but out jumps the villain, the hammer of judgment.
The robot.
He's not a robot. Not anymore.
Oh, he's not a robot anymore. Okay.
He jumps out and Luke is holding Iron Fist back, and he's like, hold on, dude.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen.
Just wait.
And the robot's like, oh, you abandoned your identity. And now it's time to pay the piper, Mort Krieger.
Yeah. He's like, wait.
And then the Xeno is like, no. Hey.
He's like,
I'm not Mort Krieger.
Just hold on. Just one second.
Hold on. I'll explain.
So I don't want to die. And this is why I'm going to tell you that I'm actually not Mort Krieger. Mort Krieger is dead. He's dead.
Mort Krieger is dead. My name is Paul Emery. Mort Krieger died at a rehearsal nearly a year ago, and I was a stagehand.
He got electrocuted walking into water or something. This is kind of like, do you remember when Michael Jackson caught on fire?
Yes.
It's like that.
Well, the drawing they make of him here is that he's dressed like Robin Williams, wearing like that striped shirt he would wear sometimes.
Yeah.
And he's just getting zapped. Like he must have just been in a rehearsal. He was doing guitar on water.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And he gets zapped. And this Paul is like, look, I was a stagehand, and the money men behind.
We're like, you kind of look like him.
No, he doesn't look like him at all.
No. I mean, he looked like him enough that they didn't have to do a ton of surgery, but they had to do surgery.
They had my face altered, fed me info about Krieger, showed me his pictures of his family, and then had his body secretly buried.
Yeah, they didn't even tell his fucking family that he was dead.
They had to keep it alive, keep the dream alive.
They haven't seen this kid since he was 13 or 14, and they're just like, yeah, you're dead now.
He's like, oh, well, we'll just bury you somewhere. We'll bury you in like Switzerland or something.
Your parents won't mind. It'll be cool.
And then the robot or Hammer's like, your body was buried, and he's like, the body's buried where? And it's like, and he's like, because I'm the father.
Yeah,
I'm wearing this.
The Hammer guy takes his head off. It's like, it's me.
It's
Dad.
Me. And then the grandma shows up with a newspaper of him on
that is so funny.
The cover of him the picture of them doing the
Novocaine thing.
Novocaine.
Everybody pointing at that picture.
Yeah.
Is because like grandma's holding it and the dad's pointing at it because he's like, you know how I know you aren't my son and how we knew and why we're doing this whole thing? Because my son was allergic to Novocaine.
Yeah. That's right.
And he's like, I'm so sorry. They made me by giving me surgery. It's like the Swan. Do you remember the Swan? Do you remember the show The Swan?
I've never watched it, but I remember it, yeah.
Oh, man, The Swan. They basically would just...
That's a Fox show, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where they would just do like a bunch of fucking plastic surgery on these women to like make them beautiful finally because apparently...
Did they have to compete or they just
yes.
grab women and just make their faces?
They grabbed women that like applied for it and it was a competition.
The competition to get your face done?
No, you got it done and then there was some sort of competition. So you became the the one and only Swan. I don't know
Did
how.
you have to fight the other women?
I assume that's how that happened. I never watched more. I think I saw 1 or 2 episodes because it was horrific. But at the same time, I was like,
you can't look away.
I want to go on the Swan. I want to go on the Swan. I want them to make me some hot chick on the Swan. But apparently there were 2 seasons.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's an expensive show.
I know.
Because fucking facial reconstruction surgery is not cheap.
No, it is not. Plus trainers and all that sort of shit. It's nuts.
Oh my God.
It is crazy that was a show. Anyway, but yeah,
Ain't that America?
They swanned this guy.
They did swan this guy. But then the father is like, look, this is the only way. We had to terrorize you to admitting this. And then the grandmother is like, yeah, because we want his money. We want his money because the father, Victor, blew all our savings on crackpot inventions like his robot.
I mean, isn't it the fact that has to be a plot in this book? Because it's can it just be they just wanted to know because they loved their son?
Nope.
Want money.
No, the grandma's mostly the one. She's like, money.
In fairness, I feel like the grandma is insane.
Yes. Oh, she's 100%. She is.
She's one of those crazy old women who just says whatever the fuck. She's like Jay.
Yo, your aunt.
My aunt, or rest in peace, my Aunt Jay, who would say random insane shit like that all the time.
Oh yeah, she could have played this woman.
100%, because she's just always angry and pissed, and she's just gonna tell you all about it.
Yeah, and so the father's like, yeah, I talked to Luke about this, and we figured it out, and because Luke obviously was looking in the book and was like, oh, that clearly isn't the same guy or something. That's whatever the Mort diary. And then the father has a fucking laser gun or some shit that gets stolen by he definitely. But which, I mean, geez, why don't you get a defense contract?
I was gonna say, man, that's way better than shaking this guy down.
Yeah, but so they sneak. But Zeno grabs this gun and he shoots a clock.
Yes.
Which
why?
Which Iron Fist is like, oh shit, that clock's gonna land on that stupid kid, the brother. And
but it's a little clock.
And the brother's like, what the fuck, dude? Why are you saving me?
Also, it's a little clock. It's not like a fucking grandfather clock, like the one you have to move to get in the fucking bat cave. It's like a fucking something you put on your mantle.
Yeah.
It's tiny. The guy's gonna be okay. Yeah. I mean, he might get a bruise.
Yeah, but
he's not gonna die.
But Zeno's like, no, I can't go back to doing regular shit. I gotta keep being this guy.
I mean, if somebody made me a rock star and they were like, hey, now you can't be one anymore because, they found out our ruse, I'd be like, fuck that. I'm still a rock star.
And he's about to, I guess, shoot this family or whatever. And Danny throws this clock, whatever's left of this clock, at the gun, knocks it out of his hand, and then does a nice kick. Like this little kick he does here.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, yeah, Zeno and his manager assumed that we were the types that work for anyone and tolerate any injustice if the price was right. The father's like, well, they made a mistake. And Luke's like, that's right. Got that right, Jack. And that's how it ends. We just end there. Because what else is there to do?
Nothing. That's it.
The rock star ruse has been ruined.
I also don't understand where they're like, well, he thought we were the type to just let it go. And I'm like, okay, had the father not been a complete and utter lunatic with his invention, all you would have done is just be his bodyguard, like you said, and go home. What exactly were you supposed to do? How is that tolerating some injustice if that's all that happened?
Yeah. They don't know. They're just there.
Exactly. They're just there. They're just doing their job.
And even at one point, too, Luke is like, we're not detectives.
Right.
We're just here to do our job.
Right. We're just being a bodyguard. That is our job. And again, had the father not had this weird ass fucking invention, none of this would have happened. So no one would have ever figured it out.
Yeah.
So that, I don't know. There's a lot of weird leaps. There was one in last week too.
Of course there is.
Where I'm like, what are you talking about? So yeah, this is an odd book.
Yeah. Well, it's Iron Power Man and Iron Fist. They just go to the beat of their own drum.
Does this fizzle out eventually? How many issues does this last?
This series goes on for another 20 issues.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
This book went on forever.
That's crazy.
This book went on for a very long time, and a whole lot of it was nothing.
Do you have the last issue?
I did at one point. I don't think I have it now, but I need to get it because that is the one where Iron Man or Iron Fist is murdered supposedly, but it's not really him.
I was gonna say like legit or
well, it's like a clone. It's like an imposter.
Man, comic books are
because at some point later on, I think sometime between now and then, like Iron Fist's outfit changes to red, and it's the imposter, and he gets punched by a robot, like a Homelander looking dude.
Oh, great!
And everybody thinks that Luke did it because Luke is strong. So Luke,
he would just kill his friend.
Yeah, apparently, I don't know. And Luke is on the run. But then eventually Iron Fist shows back up. The real Iron Fist shows back up in like Namor, and everything's okay because Luke has been on the run. Because people think he killed Iron Fist. Sure. And no, he did not. No. And but that's how that ends up. And yeah, but the thing with Iron Fist, like I always feel like a lot of the people they fight or things whatever's going on, it's like just random ass folks. Like next issue, his name is Firebolt, and he wants to clean up Times Square by burning it to the ground. Nice. And I'm like, I've never heard of Firebolt. Nope. And no idea. Will too after that issue. Oh man, is that the only appearance? I don't know. I can say these are just they have like rando people they just fight. That's hey. It's that guy. It's totally that guy. Yeah. Yeah. It's that guy. You'll never see him again. Like Hammer Judgment. Like, I mean, that guy's smart. He knows how to make hammer robots. Yeah, I'm assuming that's the only time that guy ever shows up. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. That's going to do it for Power Man and Iron Fist, number 107 from July 1984. You can find us on Instagram, socials, all that stuff, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. At Angry Hero Shawn and at Jen Stansfield. Please rate and review the podcast anywhere you get it. So Apple Podcasts, Spotify. If you're on YouTube, please give us a rating. Thumbs up thumbs up this video if you like it. Send us messages, leave comments, all that good stuff. Because we're on YouTube at Worst Collection Ever. You can find weekly episodes wherever you want them. Right here on this podcast on that channel. And email the show at worstcollectionever@gmail.com and let us know if you've ever created a robot with a hammer on it. Yeah, let us know. I'd like to know that. I would love to know more about it. So, once again, folks, thanks for listening. We'll talk to you again next time. Bye.